Welcome back everybody. Today we will be discussing the most hyped sneakers for 2021 along with whether they'll be profitable or not. If you haven't already, feel free to check out my video regarding the most hyped Jordans of 2021 as this video will solely focus on non-Jordan products. Since all these releases are too far out to gauge demand properly like we normally do, I will solely be basing the predictions based off of prior releases with similar relations. As usual, I'll have more exact predictions for each of these as we approach the release dates for all of these. To preface this, if you guys enjoy these types of videos regarding the market, reselling, and info on how to acquire these limited products, be sure to subscribe and enable post notifications just so you're always 100% updated. Furthermore, for more urgent updates like shock drops or raffles and Sitelists, etc., follow my Twitter, KeithAdam10, and also personals for you. This way, you're always in the loop 24/7 whenever there is a restock or drop or anything of that nature. We'll be going in chronological order for these release dates. Just keep in mind that these dates or time frames are subject to change, which I'll keep you guys updated for. Many of which don't even have dates as of now. You should expect many more to pop up as well throughout the year, those of which I will keep you guys updated for. And since there is such a massive amount of them, I'm only going to be mentioning some of the ones that I feel you guys will be most interested in. Kicking it off with January 13th for $110, we have the SB Dunk Low Streetwalker. Expect these to be very profitable with an incredible margin as well. You'll see that this is one of the many profitable dunks in 2021. The 2020 dunk hype is nowhere near complete. Speaking of which, then on January 14th, we should be getting the Dunk Low UNLV for $100, which will also be very profitable with an incredible margin. Then the same situation goes for January 21st for $100. We have another Dunk Low in black and white, but this pair will be in women's sizes. Regardless though, still expect these to be very profitable with a great margin as well. Then also in January for $230 we will be getting the Yeezy 380 Yekarite. 380s in general don't really tend to carry sufficient amount of demand for profitability anymore, unfortunately, so I don't really have good expectations for these. For now though, I'll say personal only, and I do expect these to still sell out. Then sometime from January to February, we should be getting the Yeezy 700 Bright Blue for $300. I don't have very high expectations for these unfortunately, but I still can see sizes under 8 being potential lunch money with a very poor margin, primarily only for people who do have no tax in their location. Most of the good stuff in January is from Jordans, so be sure to watch that video on the 2021 Jordans if you haven't yet, but I'll go more in depth into the January releases again next video, which will be the January sneakers to resell, so again, be sure to subscribe and enable post notification. Moving on, we have some more dunks, this time the SB Dunk Low Court Purple for $100. Expect these to be very profitable with a great margin as well. Also, in that same early 2021 time frame, we will be getting the Dunk Low Curry for $110. Same situation when it comes to these. Expect these to be very profitable with a great margin as well. Wait, we're not quite done with dunks yet. In fact, we'll be getting 4 more colorways of dunks in the next Dunk Supreme collab, very similar to what we saw on the one around a year ago. 4 colorways will be blue, green, black, and brown with a star pattern on the middle of the sneaker. All should retail at $110, and each colorway should be very profitable with a great margin as well. Full throttle on all of these, of course. Also, in early 2021, we will be getting another Yeezy 700 V3, this time the Kyanite. Based off of how recent 700 V3s have been performing, you should definitely expect these to be profitable with a decent margin as well, just nothing too crazy like we saw on the original few colorways. Around this time, the Yeezy 700 Sun will also be dropping for $300, very similar to the bright blue 700 that we just discussed. I don't really have very high expectations at all for these. Perhaps a little bit of lunch money on sizes under 8 at the very best, with a poor margin, mainly just for people with no tax in there. Then in February for $220, the Yeezy 350 Ash Blue will be dropping. Nothing too special here, but being a 350 with a somewhat universal colorway, these do have potential for easy lunch money in sizes under 8. Nothing too notable though. Also in February, around the same time, for $220, the same situation goes for the Yeezy 350 Ash Stone. So again, nothing too notable here, but there is regardless some potential for lunch money in sizes under 8. Also in February, we will be getting another 2 pairs of Sacai Blazer Lows for only $120 each. Based off of all prior Sacai collabs, I have no doubt that these will be profitable with a good margin as well, even though these silhouettes likely won't be the most demanded silhouettes. Then in March for $300, the Yeezy 700 V3 Cream will be dropping. Although I don't have great expectations for these, I certainly think that they have a lot more potential for easy small profit with a subpar margin compared to the prior 700 V1s that we just discussed today. I'm still only suggesting sizes under 8 as of now, and if any of this changes again, I will update you guys as we approach the release. Then Then we'll also be getting another Yeezy for March, this being the Yeezy 350 Ash Pearl for $220. Similar to the prior 350s we already discussed, I'm only expecting around lunch money in sizes under 8, but I'd expect these to at least outperform the other two pairs that we just discussed. Also in March for $140, the Air Max 90 Bacon will be making its return since 2004. Although the prior colorway was very hyped, Air Max 90s in general don't tend to carry the most notable demand in general, so I'm not expecting anything insane for these, but assuming retail is only $140, these should easily be profitable with a decent margin too. Then in April for $200, we will be getting another Yeezy 500 Low. Based off of the current demand for 500 lows, I would definitely expect this to be very profitable with a very good margin as well in all sizes, but of course those under 8 will still hold the best margin. Also potentially sometime in March to April, we should be getting another Kith Air Force 1, and based off how the last pair performed recently, I do expect these to be profitable with a good margin as well. Sometime around spring, we'll be getting to see lots of Lebron 8 retros, but most notably the Lebron 8 Preheat, or more commonly known as the South Beach 8s. This sneaker used to be a grail of mine, and I still wear it pretty often, and I'm sure many could agree that these are definitely grails for them if they've been in the game for a decent minute. Retail will likely be around $220, and although most Lebrons don't perform very well, I do feel that this pair has plenty of room for at least some small profit with a decent margin as well due to the very high demand, and the same situation goes for the Lebron 8 Retro Miami Nights pair, which should retail slightly lower since it is a low, although I don't know the exact retail now. The bottom line is both of these colorways are definitely going to be in very high demand due to their history. Also, sometime in spring, we will be getting 4 more Sacai Vaporwaffle colorways for $180 each. Although they won't do better than the current pairs, I still expect them to be profitable with good margins as well, especially on the pairs that are closer to white and black. Also, sometime in spring, for $100 each, we should be getting a green UNC colorway Dunk as well, similar to the women's black pair that we did mention earlier. I'd expect these sooner rather than later though, as images have already loaded onto Courier and Slam Jam. Definitely expect both to be very profitable with great margins. Also, sometime in spring, we should be getting the Dunk Low Animal Pack for $110 each, both of which are again expected to be very profitable with incredible margins. Last but certainly not least for today, in summer we will be getting the Off-White Blazer Lows. Although I'm unsure of the exact retail, I can assure you that both pairs will be very profitable with incredible margins. Full throttle, of course, without a doubt. Anyway, that will conclude it for today. I intentionally left out a lot that are not 100% confirmed and also aren't too interesting for the sake of time, and of course, many more will come up soon, so be sure you subscribe and enable post notifications just so you're always 100% updated on all of these, as well as any upcoming ones. Let me know which ones are your favorites. I'd personally say my favorites would have to be between the South Beach 8 and perhaps the Dunk Low Animal Pack. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed the video or you perhaps learned a thing or two. Also remember, if you guys do need proxies or Nike sneakers accounts, be sure to check the links in the description for TARS and Kip proxies. And of course, follow my Twitter, KeithAdam10, and Personals for you, so you always stay 100% updated on everything. With that though, I'll see you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your day.